I'm here with attorney Eric Guster to talk specifically about juries, grand juries, but more specifically jury duty. Eric, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You made a comment on Facebook that really got my attention, that people complain about cases like this, but then they try to get out of jury duty. What's the problem?
The problem is people get #warrior syndrome when cases like this happen, whether it's Trayvon Martin and Zimmerman or this Marsha Jones case. But when it's time for them to serve on the jury, which makes those decisions, makes these life-changing decisions, they'll go to their doctors to try to get an excuse. They'll come up with a work excuse. When it's time to ask them questions for the jury, they'll give outlandish answers, hoping to be cut. And that's where we need members of the community to be totally involved in the justice system, because the jury duty is where everything happens.
And you said that makeup of the jury, they are able, because of your personal life experience, you're able to explain things that maybe some people in the jury may not really get.
It's very important for juries to have different life experiences. You need someone from Inslee, someone from Centerpoint, someone from Mountain Brook, someone from Homewood. They'll bring all their life experiences into that jury room, whether it's a jury that they're serving on a specific case or a grand jury who returns indictments. They need all those voices to make these decisions that will change people's lives. For example, with the Marsha Jones case, there were approximately 300 cases that were decided during that grand jury hearing. So we need people from every walk of life, every section of town to come in that jury duty.
But okay, 300 cases that they heard and they made decisions on in that day. This particular decision, the world has responded and said this was a wrong decision. Can you speak to that?
I can't speak to whether it was a wrong decision or a right decision. I trust DA Lenise Washington in her decision to not prosecute this case. But you have to also remember, this is based upon what these people heard in that particular room. And the DA's office, when a grand jury decides to indict, they have the power to accept that indictment, to reduce it, or dismiss it. And that's what DA Washington did.
So it was the DA's office who presented the facts to this grand jury.
Yes, the DA's office, along with the detectives, they present all the facts to the grand jury, and the grand jury makes a decision on whether to indict this case. In this particular case, they presented, from what I've read, all of the facts in reference to what occurred out there at that store, who did what, and this is the decision that they made. And again, the DA's office, they have the right to accept it, amend it, or reject the grand jury's findings.
And so in the end, they decided not to prosecute the case of Marsha Jones, which got a lot of attention, a lot of national attention. And as you said, these #warriors, the part of this that's not getting all of the attention is the jury itself.
Yes, the grand jury makeup itself, because we need all of those different voices. And this is one that got national media attention, but it happens all the time. There are cases that I've had where I've gone to the DA to say, I think this indictment is incorrect. I think that this charge should be amended or dismissed, and it happens all the time. So this is just one that was in the public eye. That's why I was strongly convinced that when DA Lenise Washington reviewed this case, she would make a great decision.
And she, unfortunately, was out of town at the time that all of this started unraveling. She was responding from her office. They sent out a series of statements, but today, again, people heard from her today saying that she was not going to prosecute this case. Is there anything you want to add, or just to encourage people about not shirking their jury responsibilities?
I want people to get involved in the process. Get involved in the court system. Get involved in the jury process. Vote consistently, because that's where decisions are made. It's easy for us to complain about something when we could have made a decision to really be involved, but we need to get involved in the process and give your time to go and serve on juries.
Attorney Eric Guster, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.